So welcome to all the BSc second year students for semester 4. Yesterday we have discussed regarding the non-cyclic photophosphorylations, how it works, what is photolysis of water, all these things. Today we are going to be dealing about cyclic photophosphorylations or cyclic light reactions. Already I have mentioned in cyclic light reaction and cyclic photophosphorylation only pigment system 1, that is a group of chlorophyll molecule which has a capacity to absorb a ray of light having a wavelength more than 700 angstrom. Only one photosystem 1 is activated. So therefore here also, as soon as a ray of light falls on a pigment system 1, the chlorophyll molecule gets excited or activated. Due to the excitation of chlorophyll molecule of pigment system 1, the number of electrons are ejected. That ejected electrons from the pigment system 1 goes to different electron acceptor molecules which are present on the grana of chloroplast. So here diagrammatically I have drawn the figure with stepwise. As soon as the electrons which are ejected from the pigment system 1, first they goes to FRS, ferrodoxine reducing substance. Now the electrons from FRS then goes to FD, ferrodoxine reducing substance, ferrodoxine. So from FD the electron goes to cytochrome F. While moving the electrons from FD to cytochrome F, whatever the ADP molecules which are present in the chloroplast, by adding one inorganic phosphate get converted into ATP molecules. Now again from the electrons while moving from cytochrome F to cytochrome B, cytochrome F to cytochrome B. So likewise here the one ADP molecules is get converted to ATP in between the FRS and FD. Now while the electrons moving from FD to cytochrome F, again here one more inorganic phosphate adding with ADP molecules get converted into ATP molecules. Now the electrons from cytochrome F goes to cytochrome B, and from cytochrome B to plus 2 cyanide, from plus 2 cyanide to again the electrons while after moving from number of electron acceptor molecule goes to the same chlorophyll molecules. Therefore here the important aspect of cyclic light reaction or cyclic photophosphorylation is the synthesis of ready-made ATP molecules, a number of ATP molecules. So why it is called a cyclic? Because whatever the electrons which are ejected from the pigment system 1, after going to different electron acceptor molecules, they came to the same chlorophyll molecules. Therefore it is known as cyclic light reaction or cyclic photophosphorylation. So this is about regarding the non-cyclic and cyclic photophosphorylation. Now the second phase of photosynthesis is dark reactions or carbon dioxide assimilation or carbon dioxide fixation. Today I am going to be give a slight introduction regarding the dark reaction or Melvin-Kelvin reaction. Melvin-Kelvin cycle or reaction. Dark reaction, Melvin-Kelvin cycle or Melvin-Kelvin reactions or carbon dioxide fixation pathway or carbon dioxide assimilation process. So why it is called as dark reactions? Why it is called as carbon dioxide fixation process? Whatever the ATP molecules or NADPH2 molecules which are synthesized in light reactions, they are utilized in second phase of photosynthesis or in the dark reactions. So why it is called a dark reaction? Because this process, the second phase of photosynthesis, will not be required light. In the absence of light, the process of carbon dioxide fixation takes place. Therefore, it is known as dark reactions. So why it is called as Melvin-Kelvin cycle? The systematic or the stepwise number of reactions, how the carbon dioxide fixation take place by using a raw material, that is carbon dioxide, water, and energy rich molecule ATP and NADPH2 molecules. What are the different pathways? What are the different reactions? What are the different enzymes required in each steps of reactions which take place during carbon dioxide fluctuations has been first given experimentally by using isotopes of carbon dioxide, has been given by a scientist Melvin Kelvin in the year 1961. Therefore, this process or this reaction is named as Melvin Kelvin cycle. For this investigation, for this discovery, he was honored with a Nobel Prize in the year 1961. In the year 1961 by Melvin Kelvin, and other co-workers are also helped to him. They have a much more contribution regarding the investigation of carbon dioxide fixation in dark reactions. So already we have seen that the process of ATP and NADP synthesis takes place in the grana of chloroplast. Now, the second phase of photosynthesis or direct reactions take place in the stroma of chloroplast. Because whatever the enzymes which are required for direct reactions or Melvin Kelvin reactions, they are present in the stroma of chloroplast. Therefore, you have to remember that the second phase or Melvin Kelvin or dark reactions take place in the stroma of chloroplast, because the enzymes which are required for the Melvin Kelvin cycle or dark reactions, they are always present in the stroma of chloroplast. This is about introduction regarding the dark reaction. So there are many pathways have been proved during carbon dioxide fixations, that is C3 pathway, C4 pathway and COM pathway. So these are the different ways where there is a carbon dioxide fixation take place. So why it is known as C3 pathway? The Melvin Kelvin or the direct reaction which was proposed by these scientists, so that reaction is named as C3 pathway. So why it is known as C3 pathway? Because the first compound, the first unstable compound which is synthesized in Melvin Kelvin cycle or dark reaction is 3-carbon compound, that is 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. So therefore it is known as C3 pathway. In most of the dicotyledons, the process of carbon dioxide fixation take place by the way of C3 pathways. So diagrammatically or stepwise, reaction-wise, a cycle which is proposed by Melvin Kelvin is very specific, and that is a very complicated one. Each steps you have to remember. Just I want to introduce here. So the first step in the C3 pathway or Melvin Kelvin cycle, the first carbon dioxide molecule is RUDP, ribulose diphosphate. A6 molecule of carbon dioxide reacts with RUDP in the presence of a particular enzyme, and it produces an unstable compound. Now this unstable compound get converted into 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, then another compound, so hexophosphate. So likewise, on one side there is a continuous synthesis of sucrose or glucose take place. So this is that is the carbon dioxide get converted into carbohydrates in a cyclic manner. This process will be continuous. Again, the reformation of RUDP to RUDP, ribulose diphosphate. Again, after producing one molecule of glucose, again there is a reformation of RUDP, which will be ready to accept another carbon dioxide molecules, and cyclic way it will be continuous to produce a number of glucose molecules. this is the pathway where the carbon dioxide fixation take place and there is a net product of glucose or carbohydrates take place. So this is about C3 pathway. Now another pathway, there is another one more pathway where there is carbon dioxide fixation take place, that is known as C4 pathway. So why it is known as C4 pathway? Here in case of C4 pathway, there are in most of the monocotyledones, the carbon dioxide fixation or the conversion of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates, the first stable compound, the first synthesized compound is 4-carbon compound, that is oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid, which is 4-carbon compound, therefore it is known as C4 pathway. The first time two Australian scientists, that is they have been given a clear-cut ideas, Hatch-Slack pathway, it is known as Hatch-Slack pathways. They have given clear-cut ideas, what are the different steps, what are the different reactions in C4 pathways, how it is take place. There are two places in the chloroplast, that is one phase in C4 pathway, that is conversion of carbon dioxide to malic acid. Now that malic acid, which is synthesized in bundle sheath cell, goes to mesophyll cells, where there is a conversion of malic acid to there is a release of carbon dioxide, and that release of carbon dioxide again goes to Melvin-Calvin cycle or C3 pathway. Then there will be a conversion of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates take place. So this is about C4 pathway. Here you have to draw the two separate cells of, that is bundle sheath cells and mesophyll cells. What are the process take place in bundle sheath cells? What are the process take place in mesophyll cells? You have to be, or which reactions take place in the bundle sheath cells, which reactions take place in the mesophyll cells. Diagrammatically, I have to be show reaction wise and along with enzymes, and that will be the completion of C4 pathway. The Cronje anatomy is one of the most important aspect is there in C4 pathway. C4 pathway, that will be explains what is meant by Cronje anatomy, what is meant by bundle sheath cells, what is meant by mesophyll cells. Now again there is a reformation of PEP, phosphoenol pyruvic acid, which will be first carbon dioxide acceptor molecules, PEP, phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Again it will be ready to combine with carbon dioxide molecules. Now this will be continuously in cyclic manner. There will be a fixation of carbon dioxide take place in most of the monocotyledones. So regarding this is about C3 pathway. So that is the difference between C3 pathway and C4 pathway. First of all, you have to remember in C3 pathway, in most of the monocotyledones, most of the dicotyledones, the process of carbon dioxide fixation takes place by C3 pathway. In most of the monocotyledones, the fixation of carbon dioxide takes place by C4 pathway. In case of C3 pathway, the first carbon dioxide acceptor molecule is RUDP, ribulose diphosphate. But in case of C4 pathway, the first carbon dioxide acceptor molecule is phosphoenol pyruvic acid. And now another difference is the concentration of carbon dioxide in C3 pathway is required more in concentration. The proportion of carbon dioxide in C4 pathway, it requires very less amount also. In the area where there is a less amount of carbon dioxide is there, then here also there will be a synthesis of or fixation of carbon dioxide take place in case of C4 pathway. So these are some of the differential points between C3 pathway and C4 pathway. C3 pathway and C4 pathway. So there is one more pathway where there is a carbon dioxide fixation take place, that is known as CAM pathway. It is also known as cross-relation acid metabolism. Metabolism. In most of the plants which are growing in desert area where there is a the stomata are closed during day period because to reduce the rate of transpiration. In that cases, there is a diurnal changes of the daytime, night period, and day period and night period. So the crossolation, the plants like crossolation, the crossolation acid metabolism. In that, what are the different phases? How the carbon dioxide fixation takes place? The details regarding the CAM pathway. So in a dark reaction, in carbon dioxide assimilation, in carbon dioxide fixation, you have to be separately remember C3 pathway, C4 pathway, and CAM pathway. Then where it is take place, how it is take place, what are the different reactions, cyclic manner, how it is take place, stepwise, substrate, product and enzyme, substrate, product and enzyme. So all these process, that is C3 pathway, C4 pathway, CAM pathway, requires energy rich compounds, that is ATP and NADPS2. And they are utilized, again there is a reconversion of ATP to ADP and NADPS2 to NADP molecules take place. So these are some of the important points you have to remember in case of carbon dioxide assimilation or carbon dioxide fixation. With this, will be complete the chapter, that is photosynthesis. The remaining parts, that is red drops, what is meant by red drops, then the emulsion enhancement effect, emulsion enhancement effects, what is meant by emulsion enhancement effects, resonance effect. So these things, some of the important these things. Then Hill reactions, what is meant by Hill reactions. If it is there is a MCQ's question paper, you have to be write down the important points. One line questions, one line answer questions. Then you will be remembered the important points. After remembering all the important points, you will be able to give a correct answer while asking the MCQs. If there is a long question, if there is a offline examination, then there will be chances of asking questions about 10 marks, 20 marks on light reactions, dark reactions, C3 pathway, C4 pathway, and CAM pathway. So today, with this is sufficient. Now I am going to stop here only. Remaining parts will be see tomorrow. Thank you. One.